my name. Oh, hey, Mrs. Doug.
And we are live. And welcome, Mrs. Doug, indeed. I hope you're watching. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TFRL Porsche Supercup, rounds 13 and 14 here at the Nurburgring GP.
Right.
I am JamesHead14, and I will be your solo commentator. As you can hear, there is a very loud person in the party with me. That is Elliot F6. That link doesn't go as planned.
Oh my god, no way did I just get ignored by Mrs. Doug.
You also got ignored by me.
No, I'm gonna call her Mrs. Doug, it's funny.
Terrible. Anyways, let's enter the world of Discord and we can restart the reset the settings and we can get underway. If that is possible. Right, back into the Discord chat.
Right, so we know if we're live or not.
We are live.
Oh.
Yes, and I tried to do a link with you which utterly failed.
I'd still what now?
I tried to do a link saying there was a very loud person in the party with me, Elliot F6. Well, obviously you must have had your mic on mute or something. Oh, but we can reset the settings and we can get started if nobody else is coming. Lovely jubbly.
Going straight in for qualifying, are we?
Let's turn.
What's happening now? Are we qualifying?
Yep, qualifying for 10 minutes.
Okay, is the live stream up?
Live stream is up, yes.
No, I don't.
And everyone in the Discord chat is live on the chat. Isn't on the stream.
No.
Let me have a look. We've had a comment on the chat already. Oh, it's KNK Dot. KNK Dot, good evening. Our championship leader missing out tonight.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
I really wish he's not telling that to the drivers because we're not going to bed. We're just getting started here in TFRL Porsche Supercup. Right,
It's unfortunate KNK Dot can't make his esports stadium.
Yes, of course, he's joined AMSI Q esports team, which I'm part of. Small guy's part of. Right, I shall end the call on Discord now. Good luck, and I'll be back with you in between races. And that was the guys on Discord there. If you can hear a driver in the background, that is Elliot F6. He is in the party with me. Let's get into spectate mode.
Guess if not.
What? Oh, I thought you were speaking to me. Oh well.
Yeah.
Right, Elliot F6. These are just purely outlaps now, and I will take you through the championship standings actually while we have the time to before we get onto lap. We've got 10 drivers tonight. We've got two new drivers actually with us tonight. Like last week, we have got Scooty UK.
Really loud. Whoever's music that is really loud.
For 555, and Warbeast as well, the American driver joining us, and his connection looks pretty decent, which is very good. Of course, we did have problems with Trevor last week getting in, but Warbeast is representing the American contingent tonight, and it is great to have him in, participating in Porsche Supercup. But going into tonight, we've got KNK Dot on 80 points, missing out tonight. So Elliot is the only one that can actually get close to him in the championship and overtake him physically. 63 points he is on in second. Doug in third on 57 points, followed by Small Guy after his win and the Red Bull Ring last time out, race 2, in fourth with 55 points. Xbree in fifth on 48. He might be attending the second race. We'll check on him after this. Hair Raiser is on 41 points. Myself and Grand J10 are tied for 7th and 8th on 29 points. Superhero on 9th on 23, and 7-7 on 17 points, not 7 points. As I'm just going to mute Elliot, so we've actually got a bit of quiet in the background, and there we go. So Elliot now on his lap, and he can overtake KNK Dot if he was to win and score a second place here tonight, and he's the only one out of the guys out on track that can actually physically overtake KNK Dot in the championship standings. KNK Dot on 80, Elliot on 63. Might have just invalid that lap there, not quite sure, but we have got the graphics, and there you go. Penalty of 1.2 seconds there for Elliot on his out lap. Let's just have a look on board with somebody else actually because of that slow down penalty. Let's go on board with Hair Racer, just in behind him, running the number 69 car, the Costa Coffee livery. Another beautiful livery, once again designed by Doug and run by the Costa Coffee guys, if you like, Hair Racer and Doug, and be very interesting to see what sort of times these guys can set. The fastest lap in the practice sessions were around a 2-minute 2.5. I think that was. It was a 2-minute 2.4 by Doug. But are we going to get that? We'll probably be only getting maybe 8-9 laps around here, I would think, tonight. Because of the contingent of the track. We could get 10 laps, but let's see how the laps go in the races. And Jerez are now running down the straight up towards the trickiest section on the course, I think, this left-right chicane that he's approaching. I wish I could go on board with him. Let's zoom in on him a little bit. Beautiful zoom in camera angle there. And Jerez, that's the sort of line you do want to be taking through there. Definitely just getting caught on the curb a little bit. Elliot is about to come across the line first to set a lap. Is he going to serve a slowdown before the end of the session? No, 2:04.7. Jerez goes quicker though with a 2:03.8. In behind is Durdude. Grand J10 now coming across the line. He goes second. Much improved performance from Grand J10 so far this season. His last 4, 5, 6 races have been really stunning. His last 5 races especially, he's had 2 podium finishes from essentially having no points at all. Doug is running up to the line now, and he is going to go first by 0.05 of a second, but he is bettered by Small Guy in behind. He got a little bit of a toe in the background there in the purple Red Bull car, and Small Guy on top, following on from his race 2 success at the Red Bull Ring, round 12 of the championship last week. And if you missed that, go and catch it on the stream because it was a very good, thrilling action. As Scooty, one of our new drivers, has gone 2.5 seconds and goes for a huge spin at turn 1. He went way too quick in there. Warby's going through turn 1 now. He's 2.9 seconds off the pace at the minute, but separating top 8 drivers, that is not too bad at all. Pablo Escobar comes across the line, battered and bruised on his lap, and that is 20.2 seconds off the pace. And 7-7 is about to come across the line. He's going to go ahead of Pablo, but not ahead of Warbeast. Yeah, 7-7 off the pace early on, 5.7 seconds off the pace. Let's see who actually is on a lap. I think Jerez might be on a lap, so let's go on board with him. We are through halfway in the qualifying session, of course. Only 10 minutes for qualifying, so essentially they've got to keep on going on these tyres, and in fact Jerez is 0.3 up, so 0.07 of a second separating the top 3 at the minute. And Jerez, so there is no room forever. That's Elliot in behind, and he is getting toe up to the hairpin, up to the chicane, the left-right chicane. Jerez again taking a very nice line through there, and he's now on the run into the final corner. This essential double right-hander, but it is actually a 105 degree turning corner. Jerez is going to go quicker here. It's going to be 2:03.5, I think. Yeah, it is 2:03.5. Durdude has gone quicker though. And Durdude, the German driver, a little bit of a shock. 0.3 ahead of Jerez. Where did that lap come from? From the German. Could he be sitting on his first pole position in the session. Small Guy is coming around the final corner. Now this is going to be a 202, I think, from Small Guy coming across the line, and he does 202.8, and that might be the time to beat. Doug, I think, is in the background. He's about to come across the line, and he has actually crossed the line. Didn't improve there. Grand Jet 10, Elliot, Warbeast just improving. Is he improving on his lap? He's setting a personal best. How's he looking through the final two corners? And that isn't too bad. Scooty has left the session, and I'm not sure why that is. I mean, if you're going to waste our time, then so be it. But then again, you won't be allowed back into TFRL, Porsche Supercup, or any other GT Sport League that we do run. 7-7 lagging a little bit through the last couple of corners there. The left-right chicane. Pablo Escobar's, I think, behind him on track, or just ahead of him on track, I should say. He's just crossed the line, and he has improved ahead of him, actually. 7-7 is improving. He should go quicker here. 7-7, yeah, it goes quicker than Pablo, and he's back up to 8th place. So we've only got 9 drivers out on track, but Small Guy on front at the on top at the minute. But getting caught in that gravel, you don't want to be doing that on your lap, certainly. And Small Guy 3/10 quicker, 3.5 tenths quicker, nearly of Dirty in second. Hairraiser in third with 2 minutes left to go in the session. The last car to come across the line, I would think, would be the one coming down the into the second sector split now. Well, the first sector split now. So let's just keep an eye on that. As Doug reaches highest point on the track now, winding downhill, getting caught in the gravel, getting wide off the apex. Hairraiser about to come across the line. He goes 300 slower than his personal best lap. Grand 10 getting out of the way. He's not on the lap, I don't think. Elliot is around the final corner. Could be improving. The championship, one of the championship contenders, of course. Elliot is improving, and he goes 4th. So he improves by nearly a second there, and Elliot now 9/10 off in 4th place. Quite spread out between the top 5. In fact, there's a second separating the top 5, which is good to see. And it's Grand Jet 10. He's having a little bit of a race here with Elliot. That's what you don't want to be seeing. Warbeast is actually improving more. Better known to viewers that might be tuning in. Now, it is going to be interesting because the final car coming across the line, it could be Warbeast, it could be Mo. He has improved by 0.6 of a second, but hasn't got within range of Grand Jet 10 just yet. He might be the final car to come across the line because Pablo Escobar is approaching the left-right chicane. I think both of these are just going to get in, if I've got to be honest. So Pablo is about to come across the line. I'm going to jump into the Discord chat. And I think so. Pablo Escobar around the final corner. 7-7 is going to be the last one to set a lap. So let's go into Discord and tell them that 7-7 is the last one on a lap. Qualifying is over. 7-7 was the last car to come across the line. Just thought I'd point that out to the guys. To everyone. Dodo, is he improving the German? Let's have a look. I'll mute my mic. There we go. Is he improving? He's got Hairraiser in front of him. The German now coming round. He has actually improved on his lap. Dodo now coming around the final corner. He's got Hairraiser in front of him. Is he going to improve ahead of Small Guy? It's going to be close. Oh, and he does! He gets him by 300. Small Guy's got to try and reply to that. So the Brit has now got to try and reply to that. Is the German on for his first pole position here in TFRL Porsche Supercup? Small Guy now coming around the final corner. Is he going quick enough to beat him? I don't think he is. Small Guy coming across the line now. 3/10 down. 3/10 down. Hairraiser ends his lap. Elliot and Grand Jet 10 ending their lap. Doug just ending his lap in 4th place. Elliot off the track in 5th. Grand Jet 10. Warbeast is going to be the third last car to come across the line. The American, he is off. He's not on the lap. 7-7 and Pablo are. So let's have a look at how Pablo Escobar's doing. I don't think he's going to be right up there with the pace, but he is improving lap on lap, and he is up by about 2.5 seconds here. So Pablo could improve and potentially get ahead of 7-7 if he really goes for it through these final 3 corners. And he just about cuts the right-hand side of the chicane there. And Pablo now running up towards the final corner now. And let's see how he's getting on. He is coming around the final corner. He is improving noticeably here. Pablo Escobar comes across the line. And he just falls short of 7.7, who is improving, in fact, I think, in the background. And he improves slightly by 300. And that is qualifying session over. Let me go back into the Discord chat. There we go. Qualifying has ended. Everyone has completed their laps. And well done, Dude, on getting pole position. I think that's your first one, Dude, is it?
I'm surprised that he had to.
Hmm? Is Dude here? Line up on the grid, perhaps, and then start it.
That's cool. Cool.
Okay, lovely. Good luck, guys. I will see you after the rest.
Thank you, John.
Right, and that was the guys on Discord. Just to point out before we start this race, we do want to send our best wishes to Sophia Florsch, who suffered a catastrophic accident earlier on in F3. Absolutely horrible incident. Our thoughts are with her, and our thoughts are with the marshals and the photographer and the other driver involved in that crash. If you haven't seen it, it's going about on social media. It's really harsh viewing. But in the meantime, we're about to get started here for TFL Porsche Supercup. The light sequence is now on, and we're about to start here in Nurburgring. Round 13 of the championship is underway, and a good start by Elliot. Pablo Escobar has not started from the back of the field. He's just got away now, but Small Guy has got the jump on Dude running down into turn 1. Gotta be kept, gotta play it safe, gotta play it a little bit careful there, and Small Guy has got a little bit of a break early on. So this endurance race, 20 minutes of course, Small Guy leads the way, 0.7 of a second, he's pulling away early, and he wants retribution from his race 1 at the Red Bull Ring. Is he going to be the one that wins? He's in first at the minute, Jerez are in second, Dude, Elliot and Doug fighting for track position in behind, and side-by-side action actually, Dude. Doug trying to go up the inside of Elliot, but he goes in turn up the inside of Dude. Doug just gets caught on the curb there a little bit, and Dude now just hangs on that position from Doug. Good defensive driving there by the German. Warbeast and Grand Jet 10 are now on the back, and Warbeast, the American driver, Mo, as he's now called, as he is called, and Mo just getting tapped. Oh, Dude's in the gravel there. Dude is in the gravel. Saw him spinning there, and Warbeast, Mo is now up to 5th place, just defending off Grand Jet 10. Not sure if there was a little tap there, but I think Warbeast might have lost it by himself. It was a good recovery actually, and Grand Jet 10 now pressurising him on the back of Warbeast, and he's trying to go down the inside here. Not quite, and again Warbeast just losing his car on the track there. He's got 7.7 behind him, he's got to be aware of that. Further ahead though, Small Guy, 0.5 in front from Jerez. As we approach the end of lap 1, it'll be more than 2 minutes a lap, so I'm guessing, looking at theory, we're going to be getting 9, maybe 10 laps out of this. Cohen sent flying there at the right-hand side, the right-hander at the chicane there. Small Guy running wide, trying to get the exit, the entry into the corner. And Small Guy does get the exit of the corner, and he's now pulling away once again. Probably 0.9 of a second crossing the line. 2 minutes 5.4. This will come down though, I can guarantee you that. Jerez are in second. Elliot now into third. Doug just dropping down a little bit. He is speeding though. He's trying to go down the inside. Just backs off. Wasn't anywhere near for a move. Grand Jet 10 coming through turn 1 now. Just running a little bit wide. And oh, he's going for a spin there. Nearly. Grand Jet 10 recovers it well. He normally has a better second race than a first race, and that is his mojo. We've got action in the background actually. Warbeast and 7.7 battling in the background. Pablo Escobar in 8th, and Dude, after that spin into the gravel on that one, is down in 9th, and Warbeast now down the inside of Grand Jet 10. He's got the speed. Can the American force a move down the inside? But Grand Jet 10 hangs around the outside. Just got to be careful. Warbeast again losing the car. And Grand Jet 10 just about gets through. Warbeast trying a little bit too hard, I think, on the car. Maybe just beginning to give those tyres a little bit of a hard work. out here at the Nurburgring, and again going through the corner. He just doesn't look comfortable at all as we approach the end of lap 2. Oh, that was Pablo Escobar taking a journey into the gravel there. Dirty's now right on the back of him. 10 seconds separating the top 9. All 9 drivers on track. Small Guy has got a 7/10 penalty, which he'll need to serve, of course. Jerez was getting a little bit wide in second, but now the top 3 are separated by 7/10 of a second. Jerez is just getting caught in the gravel there, just run his left-hand side tyres across the gravel, as now Elliott is right on the back of him. And is he going to force a move down the inside of the chicane? He is going to try it, I think. He's just going to back off. Jerez is diving up the inside, out braking himself. That's going to set Elliott up for a move now into the final corner. He's right on the back of him. He doesn't want to try it yet. Small Guy, oh, and Elliott's got a 9/10 penalty. He must have cut the right-hand side of that chicane, and he just serves nearly a 10th of that. Small Guy serving 4/10 of his penalty. And now they race down the straight onto lap 3 of this 20-minute endurance race. Small Guy leads, but side-by-side action in behind with Jerez and Elliott. 4/10 separating the top 3. Jerez are trying to look for a move down the inside. Elliott serves a 10th of his penalty. Just getting caught deep into the corner. You don't want to be overrunning the curb. Doug is in 4th, going to 10 5th. Dirty now up to 7th. He's got past 7-7 and Pablo Escobar further down the field. And they look like very legitimate moves, looking at the mini-map at the right-hand side of track. They can run wide there, of course, the drivers. You can see Doug running wide in the background. As now they begin to settle down, and hopefully we'll be having some good racing here tonight. With Elliott right on the back of Jerez, who is in turn right on the back of Small Guy, and there's only 6/10 separating the top 3. Doug is beginning to get closer in 3rd. He's 2.2 seconds off Elliott at the minute, so he's around 3 seconds off the lead. Jerez again trying to go down the inside, and now he's got a car side by side with Small Guy, but I think Small Guy's just going to have the run off the corner. It's going to be side by side running up the hill into the next chicane, and Small Guy will just keep the lead, but Jerez is looking to shave off some time here tonight. I'm sorry about the very bad pun if he does watch this back on commentary, but Jerez around the outside now trying to go on the inside line. Elliott's there on the outside. He's going to serve up a bit of his penalty. Goes for a switchback now down the inside. Great racing between these 3, and there's only 5.5 separating, 6/10 now. Doug beginning to get closer. And this already is shaping up to be one of potentially the best races of the season here in Porsche Supercup. Elliott serves his time penalty a little bit up the run into the chicane. Very nice exit as well. Can he try him around the outside? Jerez is just giving him enough room. Small Guy's only got a 10th of that penalty left out front. So, on the end of lap 3, Small Guy leads the way from Jerez in 2nd, Elliott in 3rd, Doug now right on the back. Four drivers separated by around 2.2 seconds as it stands. Granger 10 run in 5th, and Dirty now up to 6th, passing Mo Warbeast in 7th, 7 and 8th, and Pablo improving again, I've got to say, in 9th place as we cut back to the lead battle, and Elliott is still all over the back of Jerez. Of course, the scenario is, if Elliott, because KK is missing, Elliott has got to try and win this race, or finish 2nd, and then win the next one to take the lead of the championship by 1 point. And he's diving down the inside now of Jerez, and they've got to be careful here. Jerez giving him enough space. He's down the inside line now. Elliott trying to go around the outside. He's still there on the outside, but he's just short of getting his car side by side with Jerez. Doug in the background is beginning to catch. There he comes through the shot. He'll come through shot. There he is, right in the background there. Elliott diving up the inside of Jerez, so he's going to leave him room. Just about leaves him room. A little bit of being caught in the curb there by Jerez, and he's down to 3rd. So Elliott now up to 2nd. And at the minute, if he was to win the next race, he would take the championship lead. And now we can set his sights on Small Guy, who's got a 1.9 second lead, and he served all of his penalty as well, which is an advantage to him. Elliott in 2nd, Jerez and Doug trying to launch it up the inside of Jerez. These two go well back, of course. Jerez looking to improve on his performances last week, of course. Similar with Doug. I think he got a podium last week, did Doug? I think he finished 2nd in one of the races, if I recall. On the run up the hill now, is Elliott going to serve his penalty? No. Not making use of the opportunity there running up the hill. But we're on the end of lap 4. We should be getting 10 laps, I think, out of this race. And if you're just tuning in, welcome to TFRL Porsche Supercup. I hope you're enjoying the action so far with the lead battle that we've just had. And now the battle for second, third and fourth is beginning to unfold on track. The Grandjet 10 and Durdu now getting quite close together in the background of shot. We'll cut to that very, very shortly, as we'll just watch them into turn one. Elliott maintaining just in the corner of track there, running a little bit wide. Jerez is trying to dive it up the inside. He's giving him room. Oh, and Jerez has got the move done. I think Elliott just made a little mistake on entry into the corner, and Jerez has taken full advantage of that grip down the inside, and Jerez are now up to second place. Nice move by the Brit on his fellow Brit. Small guy 2.4 seconds out in front, and he is beginning to pull away still from Jerez. Elliott in third with Doug in fourth. 3.9 seconds separating the top four. As Grandjet 10 in fifth and Durdu in sixth, they begin to get battling. Durdu making up quite a lot of ground after going in the gravel on that one. And the German now setting his sights on the Brit ahead. Hopefully, Grandjet 10 has not been track extending, but he has got a 3/10 penalty, so I'm guessing he has, or he's cut the chicane or something like that. We've got quite a few comments now coming in. I will double check that very shortly, as I'm going to ride on board with Jerez and Elliott for the minute. Let me have a look at what the comments are saying. I'm going to keep one eye on the comments and one eye on the action. Good evening, guys. Mads and Billy. It is up to our GT Sport coordinator if you can join. I know Billy has had a bit of issues with the GT Sport coordinator in the past, which is Elliott F6, and he is on the back now of Jerez. They're just linking into this. Very sorry, but I will cut back to yous very, very shortly. And Elliott right on the back of Jerez. He's going to try and dive it up the inside, is he? No, he backs off, and that was quite wise, I've got to say. But Jerez has made a mistake by himself there, and Jerez now gives Small Guy a big opportunity to get this race. 3.3 seconds, that is quite a considerable margin at this stage of the race. We're through halfway, and the battle for second, third and fourth heats up with Doug now in the background. Elliott did tap the back end of Jerez after he made that mistake. Nothing to write home about there, if I've got to be honest, but Small Guy. Now Elliott tries it down the inside into turn one. Just coming up short again. Doug was, I think, trying to go for the same move down the inside, but he was too far off. Jerez is defending the position of Elliott, who in turn is defending the position and running wide there is Elliott, the championship contender, with Doug right in the background as well. Of course, no K&K dot tonight, and Elliott taps the wall on the inside. That's a very rare mistake that we've got that we've had there. If I had a keyboard, I would go back on with an instant replay on that. That was a very strange entry into the corner, getting caught on the inside, hitting the wall, and Elliott now losing potentially his opportunity to take the championship lead here tonight. Durdu and Grandjet 10 were battling in the background. I thought Durdu had the move done. He was briefly up into fifth, but Grandjet 10 now defending the position once again, and he's still in fifth place. Durdu in sixth, Warby seventh, 7, 7 and 8, and Pablo now running around in ninth place. He does like to troop on though, the Swiss driver, as Jerez begins to pull away from Doug and Elliott, and now this battle for third and fourth develops. So it looks like there's a bit of a rainbow in the background. The clouds. Elliott trying around the outside of the highest point of the track. Doug just shoving them off track there, and that was quite fair driving between both of them. Doug just giving them a little warning sign, just putting two tyres into the gravel there as well. Gravel being kicked up off the tyres, which is very rare to see. Little gravel pellets being picked up, and Elliott now trying to go around the outside. He's now side by side. Is he going to go for the move? I think it would have been silly if you were going too wide through here. Doug just making entry into the corner. I'm not sure if he'll pick up a penalty for that, because I thought he just cut that corner a little bit, but obviously not. He's got a second penalty. He's just having a little bit of that up now. Elliott getting right on the back of him again, and has missed now the opportunity for him to take the lead. They're going side by side. He's on the quarters of Doug's car, and now Elliott trying to go around the outside into turn one. Can he complete the move? Doug just forced him wide again, just running off track track limits there. And Doug, for now, just about holds on to third. He is doing a great job in third to defend off Elliott. And Doug making a mistake there. Oh, he's nearly turned into Elliott with the way the car was drifting through the corner. Nearly turned into him. Hardly giving him any space, but that is characteristic driving between both of them. Perfect driving battle for the lead, not really going on at the minute. Small guy still pulling away at 4.7 seconds, as now Doug has served a 10th of his penalty. They were side by side there for a minute. I think Elliott was trying to go for the move. And if you two do want to join, then I'll have a chat with Elliott, of course, after this race, and I'll get back to you in the comment section on that. Dirty is now disposed of Grand J10, and he's now up to 5th, the German driver. Last early on, he's made up 4 positions, and I tell you what, might not be over yet, as Elliott and Doug now go side by side. Is this the opportunity for Elliott to go around the outside of the highest point of the track? Little bit of contact, Elliott going off screen there briefly. Just about maintaining 3rd place, and he keeps it just about, but Doug will have the run because he just got caught in the gravel there, did Elliott. Watch out for the tyres going off as well, and watch out for the fuel. We should have enough fuel to get to the end with all of these guys. 5 minutes and 45 seconds roughly remaining, as Doug will try and go down the inside of Elliott. Just putting 4 wheels off track there, Elliott. He might get a penalty for that. Let's have a look. No, he didn't. That was perfect entry into the corner then. And Doug now up to 3rd. Doug has got ahead of Elliott, I think, there. I see, yeah, 1.6 penalty now for Doug. He's got to serve that before the end. Small guy still 4.6 seconds out in front, and he's doing a sterling job. Could be his 3rd win in 4 races. Maybe he's making himself known for a late championship contender. Of course, it is a reverse race next time around, so Small guy will actually be starting at the back of the field with 5 minutes remaining. We should get 10 laps out of this. Oh, actually, Grand J10 I think has had a moment there, and Warbeast has taken full advantage. The American driver up to 6th. Grand J10 must have had a bit of a half spin out turn 1, and Grand J10 now down to 7th place. So this is not really going the way he expected. He's drifting through the corners almost, trying to get the back end. He's catching Warbeast there. He's right on the back of him, just losing a little bit of time on exit of the corner there. American driver against the Brit, of course, and it is fantastic to see a whole host of nationalities for being represented here tonight in Porsche Supercup, and this is the sort of racing we would like to see. Even if we've only got 9 drivers, we had our best attendance of the week, of the season last week, and now we've got maybe one of our worst attendances of the week, but the driving is still up there with the standards that we expect, which is crucial for us going forward. As Warbeast trying to get now, defending off Grand J10, who's all over the back of him. Like that rash, that couldn't go away. And Grand J10's just losing a little bit of time now on exit of the corner. Doug and Elliott are beginning to come closer together as well. Hairraiser is 2 seconds ahead. Small guy now extends that advantage by 5.4 seconds. He's really dominating out in front. Hairraiser just getting caught flat-footed, I think, around this track tonight. Might hope for better in the reverse grid races, and it is very interesting to see that somebody might actually get their first win in TFRL Porsche Supercup this season. As we start lap 9 with Hairraiser, we should get one more lap after this. In fact, we will get one more lap after this. Small guy leads the way, keeping him very, very tidy on track. 5.6 seconds. This is his to lose, but then again, small guy maybe, just maybe, might lose this, and he's just losing the back end. Speaking of losing, he's just losing that back end a little bit. Elliott has actually completed the move on Doug. Doug must have had a bit of a half spin there. So Elliott now takes full advantage and goes up to 3rd. Not quite sure what happened there. We'll engage reaction after the race. Grand J10 and Warbeast going at it as well further down the order. Let's run on board with this for a little bit. As, if anything does get close on the right hand side of your screen, and have a look on the mini-map. Pablo Escobar is coming across the line there in 9th place, still trooping around at the back. Warbeast trying to go around the outside, now going for a switchback on Grand J10, who again extends the track limits, and now Warbeast has got that move done. And now Warbeast back up to 6th place. But for how long? Because Grand J10 can really come back at him, and he is a much improved driver compared to early on in the season. I mean, he was finishing at the points most of the races this season. 2 podium finishes in his last 5 races, however, has really brought him into the mid-pack battle that is going on. We're missing a couple of drivers tonight, of course, but fundamentally he is one of the most improved drivers, along with Pablo Escobar, who was usually getting lapped at this stage. He might be a minute off, but he's still improving, which is good to see, and the Swiss driver will only get better under our leadership. As fastest lap of the race actually was set last time around by Small Guy, 2 minutes 2.5, and he's now on the run up to the final corner. On the penultimate lap here, we will get one more lap after this race. Everyone should get onto the final lap as well, which is good to see. Small Guy running down the straight, he is clear of Hair Raiser, 5.5 seconds, so he now starts the final lap of the race. Hair Raiser in second, Elliott now beginning to draw him in though, and second place is not out of the question yet. Second place is also not out of the question for Doug, but he's got to serve that 6/10 penalty sooner rather than later. Dude now running around in 5th. Warbeast and Grand J10 are still battling. 29 seconds off the lead, and Warbeast, oh, he's getting caught there, and Grand J10, that's opened up a whole host of opportunities now for the Brit to just pull away a little bit. He might have been getting him on this lap anyways, but it'll be interesting to see if the Americans can try and come back. 7-7 might take full advantage of that as well in the background. He's just going into turn 1 now, as we cut on board with him in the Caterpillar livery car. Just needs to make sure his gearing actually comes down a lot. Pablo is going to get onto the final lap, so all of these drivers will get onto the final lap of the race with 30 seconds roughly to go. Small Guy leads by 5.9 seconds. Hair Raiser, Elliott within 8 tenths, and he's still closing. Race Hub livery driver, of course, against the Costa brand. And this will be very interesting to see how this develops across the next couple of corners and the next couple of sectors. There's only around a quarter of the track left between themselves and a podium place, but it's only a quarter of a track between Small Guy and a 3rd win in TFRL in 4 races. Small Guy now running down the hill. He leads, but let's focus on this battle with second, because Elliott is getting a lot closer to the Hair Raiser. This is not out the question yet. He's setting a personal best lap on this lap as well. Is Elliott going to get second or third? That is the question. Trying to put Hair Raiser off. You can see the flashing of the lights in the background. He could dive it down the inside. Hair Raiser breaking early for the corner. Doug, Dude, Grand J10 has disposed of Warbeast, who's now got 7-7 all over the back. But Small Guy rounds the final corner now. His 3rd win in 4 races. And he's now making himself known as a championship contender. He wins. But Hair Raiser, Elliott's picked up a penalty in behind, and he will have to settle for 3rd. Hair Raiser finishes 2nd. Elliott must have cut the chicane, finishing 3rd. Doug in 4th. Durdu now rounding the final corner. Good recovery drive from him, considering he was in the gravel halfway around lap 1. And now he comes across the line to finish in 5th place. Grand J10 now coming around the line. Coming around the final corner, I should say, in 6th place. We've got a little bit of battle going on for 7th and 8th in the background of shot. You can probably see them. Warbeast and 7-7 coming across the line in that order, 7th and 8th. And we just wait on Pablo Escobar now to finish the first race here of Porsche Super Cup, round 13 of the championship. We've got 5 more rounds after this, and 1 more round still to come here tonight. Pablo's very much struggling now on those tyres. You can see his left rear has degraded quite a lot, probably around 20% wear, I would say, on those tyres. Pablo rounds the final corner now, and he is going to complete the lineup of drivers. 9 drivers finishing the race. Pablo completes a 9th, so Small Guy wins from Hair Raiser and Elliott being your top 3. Only 4 drivers picked up penalties, which is very good to see in that race. Only half the grid picking up the penalties, not like the full grid. Let's tune in now to the Discord. We're going to have a 10-minute break now, I do believe. So, let's tune in to Discord.
Elliott, it doesn't matter, it's a good race.
Well,
I need World Egyptian fleas.
Yeah, that would be me. Some Egyptian.
Damn, that was well. Start wasn't as carnage, as much carnage as I thought it was going to be.
Hey, the Brazilian dude is the nations champion.
Oh, really? Brazil won it?
The Brazilian won.
Yeah,
Brazil
racing. It's his name.
Yeah, Brazil won the
So I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, because the rest of the field are all PlayStation drivers, and he's a real race driver and he wants. You know, respect to him, but yeah, I don't like it that they re-raced number one the Gran Turismo final. Do you know what I mean? Because it's obviously that he's better than other people.
You are now live on the stream. Hello, everyone. What did everyone make of that first race? It was easy for small guy.
Hello.
Oh, X3's here.
I mean, it wasn't that easy at the start. There's no way it was easy.
It wasn't that easy at the start, but I've got to say.
Oh my god, but Sean, can you turn your mic down?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
James, if you could turn yours up and everyone else is down, we'll get up here. I'm joking.
My iPad is on full.
ILR, it's a fucking joke. So, I've let on it through because this Adam Macker
team orders.
No. And this guy's absolutely punted me. Exactly what Danny did to me on Friday. And then he's sort of brake tested me. And my front wing's gone.
What's his name?
Maledictus.
Who? Who? I've never heard of him.
He was like battling for a podium.
Right, but away from ILR, I'm guessing you're racing with us in the second race?
Yeah, I might as well.
You may as well join. We've got a 10-minute break, so enjoy the 10-minute break. First of all, well, for you it's 8 minutes. Let's have a look at some of the action that's going on out on the track. Quite good battling. I think at that point we had 4 drivers within 2 seconds of each other there. The top 4.
We had 4 drivers for the lead.
Yeah.
And it got too busy between me and Hairraiser. I could pass Hairraiser and then I let him back through to see if he could catch.
You let... Oh, right.
Now it just went downhill.
And it did, and you had
It's my Danny Ricciardo move on Doug.
Did I catch that? I'm not sure if I got that, actually.
It was late on the brakes. It was late on the brakes. It was late on the brakes.
Late on the brakes. I'll have to check that back, see if I caught that. I'm not sure if I did. We do have a couple of drivers interested in racing, actually, within the comment section.
I saw.
Billy and Mad. I know Mad's quite well. I'm not sure what he's like on GT Sport, but certainly on F1 he's pretty clean. He's very clean on F1.
Providing Billy's got the right car this time, because last time he let him in, he didn't have the right car, and then there was a case of having to wait around for him. If you've got the right car, if Amanda's also got the right car, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll show the guys on the stream actually if they're watching. Oh, and X3 leaves. So that is the car that both Mad and Billy do need. The 911 GT3 OS 991 16 version. Don't go for the 01 version because you'll be very, very old if you do. I may add, thank you very much for tuning in. We've got 7 viewers tonight, which is more than our average. So that's pretty good going. Let me check the comments because I've just seen 2 come through there. Let me check the comments. Oh, it's S-Boy. S-Boy has now joined us in the comment section. Welcome, S-Boy. Feel free to go through back the stream if you want. There is a second race coming up in about 5 minutes' time. If you want to watch that. Is it 5 minutes' time? 6 minutes' time? Am I still in the Discord chat, by the way? Can't hear you all. No the wonder I can't hear you all. I have my iPad turned down. Oh, what an idiot. Oh, right. Yeah, ideally both Billy and Mads, if they want to race, they should be joining within the next 3-4 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, James, take me on track and they can see the car. I've gone for the stock livery so they can...
Oh yeah, I've got a look one now. So that is the car you do want to be wanting to buy. It should be quite easy. I mean, I've shown you the car physically that you've got to get on track. I think it should be... is it 200k the car costs?
Good question, I don't know.
I don't know either. I would go out and check, but then again, the stream might end. Right, let me have a look at the comments again. Billy is loading it up right now, apparently. So I think he's loading GT Sport up, so he should be in within the next couple of minutes then. And I'm not sure where Mads has got to.
The Billy who joined on once.
Wide Billy, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll make sure
this time not block other drivers.
Yeah, Billy has got to keep it clean. He will be starting from the back, which I think is a godsend to pretty much everyone.
A good idea for him to do that.
Oh yeah, he will be starting from the front. Good point.
Yeah, I'll sort that. When everyone's in, I'll sort it.
Right. Just to give an update, by the way, if anybody is interested in AOR F1 PS4, NTG Freak leads the way by 10.5 seconds from Velociolity and Williams Nardi in third. And that is your top 3 in that. How's ILR getting on? How's our guys in ILR getting on? Oh my god, Onyx Mer's second? What?
Yeah, he's got some...
Go on, Scuba and Weislig are having a battle. Go on, lads. Oh, Weislig's got him around the outside. He's had to cut the corner. Oh, he could have made that. Button's going around in 14th.
Yeah, he got taken off by my teammate, I think it was. Oh, he's not.
Who, Silent Assassin?
I heard about that Adam Pico guy bloody crashing someone else on Twitter. After all of that. So, I came on Twitter.
Go on, Scuba.
A few weeks ago.
Weislig, Scuba's just completed the move on Weislig. ZR Mercedes is on the back of this as well. Very nice. Right, I'm gonna go out of spectate mode. I just want to check if Billy has got the right car, and we won't be waiting around for him, so he is. He's got the right car. That is perfect. Fantastic. Right, is everyone still here? Hello? Everyone's gone quiet. Oh, I know why everyone's gone quiet. I've got airplane mode on. Oh, that is unbelievable, that. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot I am. I couldn't hear yous, and then I immediately thought, oh, the call's gone down, or the stream's gone down, or something like that. And then it turns out that I've got my iPad on airplane mode.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know how you do these things, Ben.
I don't know either. I forget things. I'm getting amnesia or something. I mean, I don't even know who won the last race. I've got to check on the stream. I know Keelan won.
Yes.
Important announcement actually on the commentating front. Diablo, JB, and Soup Cooler have both joined VSR as commentators.
Okay.
If anybody was interested, especially from the F1, they're on the F1 side. So.
When Aaron left, I'm pretty sure they said they don't have commentating esports members.
They've got Jets.
Jess Games is still there. Jess Games is still there, don't worry about that. Have we reset the grid, by the way? Uh-oh. What? My stream keeps going down for some reason.
Oh, don't know how good this lap is.
Not my stream, my Discord chat still keeps on going down. Don't know why.
Guys, should I carbon wrap my hood until I actually get a carbon hood?
By the way, 10 minutes has been reached on the left hand. 10 minutes has been reached on the left hand side, so I think 10-minute break's over. Everyone is in. Everyone is in.
Right, I'm going to need a run through the grid.
You're what? Oh, is it going to reset the settings? Set by host? What?
Yeah, he's putting all the new people at the back because they didn't race first race.
Right. I'll have to get the order up then.
First. Small sketch. I'll have that for my first lap.
Oh, that is an amazing lap. Honestly, that was the fastest one.
Hang on. What? Hang on, I've got it up on stream. Hang on.
Guys, can everyone just keep quiet for a second whilst I get the group sorted? Thank you.
Right. 9th place was Pablo.
Yeah.
8th was 7-7.
Well, hang on. Pablo, what?
Pablo was 9th. In that last race.
If you want to be demoted back in the grid, you can be.
Who's that?
Yeah, but I think I'm that fast, but I think we never really have anybody back.
Essentially, if you hold us up, we'll get past the point.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pablo, then who was second start?
7-7.
Yeah.
War Beast.
Yeah.
Grand J10.
Yeah.
Doodoo's.
And then
Doug, you, Perez, a small guy.
Me. Yeah, I've got that.
And Xpree has got to have the hardware from the back, of course. Just have your lights on. Right, so that being said, is everyone in the right position?
I'm in the wrong car.
No, please. Well, you're not in the wrong car. The wrong livery. That doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everyone back out.
Everyone, no, what? We don't have to back out. We don't have to back out. We don't have to back out. We do not have to back out. Do not back out, guys. This is an order. Do not back out.
Everybody's just back out.
Everyone, don't back out. Are we gonna have a problem?
Oh, for God's sake.
What is that now? What happened?
Well, it seems we are restarting because of some incompetent fool. I do apologise to the viewers. Yep, everyone has to back out because some arse. Absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Leaving that race straight back on track. Everyone just get straight back on track.
Absolutely stupid.
Oh, I can't even go. Oh, there we are. Jesus.
My one track, big man.
You got it.
Okay, order save.
Absolutely ridiculous. Goodbye. Well, here we are, race 2, finally. I mean, I didn't see a problem with that personally, but then again, we have to run it through a dictatorship. But, anyways, race 2 of the Porsche Supercup Championship of tonight, anyways. Round 14 of the championship is about to get underway very, very soon with Pablo on front, 7-7 and War Beast. Pablo should get a good start here off pole position. 7-7 War Beast, Grand Jet 10, Dirty Doug, Elliot, Hairraiser, Xpree and Billy also in at the back. 5 red lights about to go out. And the second race of Porsche Supercup is underway tonight. Now it's a great stop by Grand Jet 10 in the background. 7-7 and Grand Jet 10 getting the jump into turn 1. 7-7 should hold down the inside line here. Doug trying to go down. Elliot diving down the inside as well. A little bit of scrappy in behind, if I've got to be honest. I think small guy might have been caught up in a little bit of a pocket there with Pablo, who's already dropped down the back, letting everyone through. I'm not sure why. He should be letting everyone through, but Doug goes down the inside of Grandjet 10 and nearly goes for a spin there. That was quite aggressive, if I've got to be honest. But we are underway, and 7-7 leads on the hunt as we go 3 wide potentially. X-Bree's already up to 5th, going down the inside of Grandjet 10. Oh, a little bit of a Constantina effect there. Bit of car banging going on there. Not the sort of car banging that we want to be seeing at all. But X-Bree and Grandjet 10 wheel banging down the straight here. 4th and 5th at the minute. It's battle on ball with an Elliott trying to dive it up the inside of Doug, who in turn has taken off 7-7 in the gravel. He's got to hold up for him. Surely that is absolutely abominable driving from Doug. He knows better than that. But Elliott is out in front from X-Bree in 2nd. Maybe 2 of the best drivers on track lead the way. Grandjet 10 in 3rd. Herazer in 4th. Warbeast and Dirty now going at it again. Similar to what we saw last race. Dirty diving down the outside. Warbeast, plenty of track extending going on there. Grandjet 10, I think, has just done an illegal move on Herazer there. Herazer now up to 3rd. As Grandjet 10 has gone for a spin in the gravel. Grandjet 10 now in the gravel. That's a Pablo Escobar into the points. And Billy already in 7th. 7-7 Doug. Right down the back. It was good of Doug to wait up from, of course. But Elliott 4/10 off. 4/10 in the lead off X-Bree. But X-Bree on his return is all over the back of him already. And is this going to be something that we are going to see in the course of this race? Elliott 1st, X-Bree 2nd, Herazer 3rd. Small guy already up to 4th, making ground. Dirty up to 5th as well, as Elliott now begins to defend off X-Bree, who was going to launch around the outside into turn 1. Very interesting if he gets to the depot line, but he nearly goes for a bit of a spin there. As Elliott now just proceeding to go on out in front. X-Bree 2nd, Herazer 3rd. Small guy and Dude having a little bit of a battle in behind. 4th and 5th. Billy, I think, has already picked up a couple of penalties in behind. Yeah, he's already picked up, I think that was him just serving the rest of his penalty. 3/10 he's got. Small guy on the outside. Dude, not quite close enough. I think I am going to sneeze, by the way. I do apologise. Goodness me. It's what you don't want to be hearing from me. Herazer, X-Bree and Elliott all separated by 6/10 of a second as they run into the right-hander here, the hairpin, 90-degree right-hander. And X-Bree right on the back, just nearly getting caught in the gravel, putting his rear left there, nearly into the gravel, just losing time on the run up the hill. And Herazer's all over the back of him now. Dirty has got past Small Guy for 4th. And the German really liking this track tonight, I've got to say. Took the pole in the first race and already up to 4th in the second race. So Dirty having a very, very good time of it. Oh, and he goes for a spin. As soon as I say that, commentator's curse right there. And I think we've jinxed the German for the rest of this race. Dirty now just got caught on the inside there as we have a look for the lead of the race. X-Bree now diving up the inside of Elliott. Herazer in behind, just watching it all. X-Bree positions his car well, and he makes it through the corner. Elliott's had to cut the corner. Oh, and he's nearly hit X-Bree there, and Herazer now side by side with him. A Small Guy now out on the back. Herazer just positioning his car to great effect. Let's have a look at the tyre wear so far on track. Not much tyre wear going on from X-Bree's point of view, but Elliott's got the lead by 5.5 tenths from Herazer in 2nd, X-Bree in 3rd, Small Guy 4th, Dirty in 5th. A gaggle of cars from 1st to 5th, separated by 2 seconds. Herazer trying to move down the inside, not going to work. Small Guy giving X-Bree a little bit of a tap. The corn sent flying now on the inside of turn 1. Dirty right in behind this as well, and they're under 2 seconds. Warbeast as well into 6th. Billy running around in 7th. He's got Doug 4.2 seconds back, and he is doing a nice run of things on his return in a lovely style. BLM livery car there. I'm not sure what BLM stands for, but I'll make sure we get that from in behind. But the gaggle of cars continues. Herazer, X-Bree and Small Guy. 1 lap 3 here of the endurance race. 20 minutes, of course. The point system does work 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I did see a comment about that earlier on, and I was looking at the comments. Small Guy now right on the back. He's disposed of Dude. He must have made a mistake, actually. Dude, I think, has made a mistake. So he now drops to 4th. Oh, and Small Guy making a mistake just as soon as we ride on board with Dirt Dude. Small Guy makes a mistake ahead of him. He's losing time. I think he's not too far off compared to what he could have been if he did actually go for a spin there. But Small Guy now is only a second and a half off the lead. As Elliot leads, Hair Raiser and X-Bree. 3 cars separated by 7 tenths, and X-Bree's going to have a go down the inside here. He could get the move done here, and X-Bree has got the move done for now. As Hair Raiser now tries to dive up the inside. Don't want to be going too wide through there, but X-Bree masterfully gets the move done there. Beautiful move by X-Bree, and he's up to 2nd place. Hair Raiser in 3rd, Small Guy in 4th. Dirt Dude running around in 5th. Warby's just losing a little bit of time, but he's still 5 seconds off the pace, so anything can happen now. As we approach lap 4, we're on to lap 4. Elliot leads from X-Bree, Hair Raiser, Small Guy and Dirt Dude. 2.3 seconds separating the top 5. The closest action I think we've seen all season. As they run into turn 1, into single file they go. X-Bree just getting caught in the curb there on the inside of turn 1. And now let's let Hair Raiser have a go into turn 2. And he could have him down the inside if he really wants to try it. X-Bree now coming across, a little bit of a tap. Got to be spatially aware there, X-Bree, if I've got to be honest. Just got to improve on that next race around. And X-Bree now losing time to Elliot, and it's 1.2 seconds, I think, the gap out in front. Elliot leads. And the Race Hub livery car, and of course, if you do want to go and book up a session with Race Hub, as Hair Raiser actually tried to go down the inside of X-Bree in the background. Elliot, the Race Hub livery, £15 for a session there, and it is for a 1 hour session, and you get to use simulators, and it's very, very cool. Go and check them out. I think you'll probably see the website on the side of his car. Yep, racehub.co.uk, www.race-hub.co.uk, and you will get a £15 session for that, of course. And Dodo now right on the back of Small Guy, just to cut away from this. And also we've got X-Bree and Hair Raiser very close together, but 1.9 seconds separating the top 5 there. As I was going to exit the session there for some reason, I do not know why, but Elliot leads. 12 minutes to go. Elliot leads. X-Bree 2nd, Hair Raiser 3rd, Small Guy 4th, and Hair Raiser's actually picked up a 6/10th time penalty. Must have run wide somewhere. Small Guy trying to hunt him down in a 4th, trying to go for 2 wins in a row. And look how close these cars are. Hair Raiser trying to go down the inside of X-Bree there. He serves a little bit of his penalty up, so it's down to 4/10ths now. His penalty from 6/10ths. Small Guy all over the back of him now, though. Dude has set the fastest lap of the race, the first sub 202 lap of this race. Small Guy, is he close enough for a move on Hair Raiser? He is, you know, he's diving down the inside. Oh, and that was never going to work. That was never going to work. X-Bree taking out the race here, pretty much by Small Guy. That was very, very silly from Small Guy. He gives the position back, so I don't think anything will be looked into. He has given the position back, but this has put Dude with an opportunity of getting possibly his best ever finish this season. I think his best ever finish has been either 2nd or 3rd. And that was at Mount Panorama, as X-Bree and Small Guy coming very close together in the background. This is the closest battle on track at the minute, I think. Doug has disposed of Billy as well, so he's now up to 7th. Billy in 8th. We've got 11 drivers still going around on track, which is very good to see, an improvement on the first race. As Dirty just trying to close in the German on Hair Raiser, but 1.2 seconds is the gap. Just closing up there a little bit, actually, Elliot. 1.1 seconds. Taking a deeper line there, Hair Raiser, and he is saving time by taking that line, of course, saving a couple of thousandths. Hair Raiser in 2nd, Dude in 3rd place, and still the top 3 separated by 1.7 seconds. With X-Bree and Small Guy running around in 4th and 5th. Still the closest battle on track, I think. Pablo Escobar is down at the back, round to 10/10th, 7/7 9th. Billy's got a 7/10th penalty now. With Small Guy making a mistake there, I think. X-Bree now pulling away from him. And he's disposed of him readily there. But the top 3 battle is the one we're going to ride on board with. As we have just gone through halfway, we should get 10 laps again out of this race. Elliot leads from Hair Raiser. Dude in third place, and Harris is just trying to go up the inside of Elliott. And he could try an opportunity down into turn 1. He is getting close enough. He's getting close enough. He's within 2.5 tenths of him going into turn 1. Is he going to try and Daniel Ricciardo move down into turn 1? Elliott defending the inside line, but I think he's just messed up there. He's gone miles wide, and there he is, just rejoining the track, just using the grass. Maybe he just kept the lead there. He was keeping the lead on track, so he keeps the position. I was about to say, if he didn't rejoin on track, that could have been seen as an illegal move back, because Jerez could have been in P1 there, potentially. But Small Guy really getting his act together again. He's now catching X3, beginning to use up that turn of speed that the Porsche does have. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Elliott leads from Jerez, Dude, X3, and Elliott, I think, has just made a bit of a mistake, because now the top 3 are covered by 6 tenths, and Jerez tries to go down the inside. Elliott defending the inside line. Dude doesn't be running wide there like he did. RS1, Jerez diving up the inside. He's now on the outside line, running up the hill. You can go 2 by 2 through here, and he's just about on the quarters of Elliott's car. He's now trying to go switchback. 2 moves through the corners there, but that's okay. Jerez around the outside, trying it still. He's going to go switchback. Dude in behind as well. And this battle for the win is really heating up. Do not tune out yet if you were planning to, because Elliott leads, but Jerez is all over the back of him. And look at the German Dude. He's only 5 tenths off this lead battle. X3 beginning to catch this as well. Small Guy's made another mistake somewhere out on track. Elliott defending the line again very nicely. Just getting caught in the grass. Oh, he might just pick up a penalty there. Difficult to see with that camera angles. Now Dude gets close to the German driver, right on the back. And this is shaping up to be one of the best races of the season. Elliott leads, but he's got pressure from either side, with Jerez right on the back, now going down the left-hand side, running them down the pit wall. Gonna try and go for a move down into turn 1, similar to what we saw with Small Guy. He could get caught on the inside here, and he just lets Dude through, and actually, I think there was a little bit of contact there. Elliott just briefly lost the lead from Dude, and X3 has now got up to 3rd. All of this battling, just let X3 catch up. Small Guy shouldn't be out of this either. He's running around in the background. X3 just having a little bit of his penalty there. That's very good to see. But Elliott, Dude, X3 and Jerez, 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th at the minute. X3 setting his personal best lap currently. Dude still with the fastest lap of the race, 2 minute 2.997. And X3 just getting caught in the curb, nearly having a snap of oversteer out the corner. Could have ended up in the gravel there. But look at that beautiful camera shot. 5 cars within 4 seconds of each other. That is the style of racing we want to be seeing. Let's have a look further down the field though in the meantime. Doug has disposed of Billy, who now in turn has been disposed of by Warbeast, who's now up to 7th. Billy in 8th, 7-7 Pablo, and Grand J10 not really going his way today. And maybe a trip to the improvement track is needed for him. As my vote starts to go, but 5 minutes and 55 seconds left, and this race keeps on heating up. X3 still going quicker in that middle sector, but he's got pressure from Jerez now. He could try around the outside here, Jerez. Just not. Yeah, both of them breaking around the same point there at the 100-metre board. That's where you do want to be going, but that's where you don't want to be going if you're X3. Off on the grass, he's got to rejoin. He's got to rejoin in 4th. And he serves up a couple of tenths of his penalty there. Jerez has just made a mistake actually, and now they're side by side. X3 somehow has got back into 3rd here. X3 now into 3rd. And he's got slipstream on Dude, who in turn I think is just beginning to pull away. Actually, Jerez is trying to go up the inside again of X3, but he hasn't well covered the Brit on his fellow Brit. Small Guy lurking in the background, looking to pick up the pieces of any crashes, any contact that is happening in front. Jerez again trying to dive up the inside. This time he is going to have a go. This time he leaves him space. X3 leaving him space, just getting caught a little bit flat-footed through the corner. and Harris are all over the back of him. But he actually lost a little bit of time there, so X3 will keep it for now, going at the end of the first sector. 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes left to go. We should get another 2 laps out of this. Harris are nearly tapping the back of X3's car there, going very, very close to contact once again. But Elliott now dominating that in front. He's 8 tenths clear, only 8 tenths clear of the German Dude, who is much improved this week compared to last week. He was ill, I think, last week, actually. X3, 2/10 penalty still to be served, but he's running around in 3rd. Harris in 4th, Small Guy in 5th, having to work hard for potentially his 2nd win of the evening. Still not out of the question, anything can happen. Doug in 6th, Warpiece, Billy, 7-7, Grandeur 10, and Pablo now running around at the back of the field. As Elliott just defending the lead again, but let's go on board with this battle for 3rd, because it is really heating up between X3, Harris, and Small Guy. The 3 Brits now battling out for the last podium spot. The battle for the lead is still ongoing as well. Just give you an update on that. Dude, slowing up into the corner there. Going very slow through the corner. He gets the best exit though, but he's lost 3 tenths out of that. And now Small Guy potentially going down the inside of Harris right here at the final corner. He's got to give him space, and both of them. Small Guy still nearly on the quarters of Harris's car. He's just got to try and use that slipstream to great effect. You'll see him cut to the inside very, very shortly. He's just had a camera, but now he cuts to the inside. He is going to launch it this time. Harris is trying to defend the move, but Small Guy, I think, is going to waltz through up the inside, and he does. Harris is just getting caught in that cone there, just running through under the suspension of the car. Small Guy up to 4th, and now, if any Small Guy fans are out there, I think he's now free of hair razor, and he can now push on his old-time friend, X3 X30, as we approach. This is the penultimate lap, just to point out. There will be around a minute and odd left in the session, but this will be the penultimate lap of the session and of the race, because obviously there's 2 minute lap times here, and we're already coming down towards the 2 minute mark. So we should get 2 more laps out of this. Well, we will get 2 more laps out of this, including this one that we're on. So this is the penultimate lap, and then the next one will be the final lap, of course. Elliott Dude, X3's only got a 10th of that penalty left. Small Guy now disposing of Harris, 4th and 5th. That Guggle's car's now just beginning to extend away. Doug in 6th, Warbeast in 7th. Billy just losing the car there. Oh, and nearly going for a spin. That's going to let 7-7 back into play for that final point. And the German driver will begin to close up, so that gap already closing up to 4 seconds. Grandeur 10, Pablo Escobar at the back. Elliott just extending his lead, but X3 is beginning to get a little bit of a move on here. And he's not out the question for 2nd either, because the German now maybe just beginning to struggle with the tyres. Locking up into the corner. You can see he is using ABS as well. And most of the drivers actually using ABS. As X3 just gets caught with under a minute and a half left. Elliott just running wide at the final corner there, just putting his left rear wheel in the gravel there briefly. X3 all over the back of Durdu. Can he try and move into turn 1? We're on the final lap of the race. I think everyone again is going to be getting on the final lap of the race. Everyone should. At least X3 running wide there. That's costly. But now, the battle for the win. As X3, is he going to go for a spin? Oh, well recovered. Well recovered, and he serves up the rest of that penalty. What was looking like a 3-way battle for the win has now turned maybe into a 2-way battle for the win. Because Elliott and Durdude, I think, are the only 2 that can impact on this race and get the win here. Durdude a 10th up in the first sector on X3's fastest lap, which he set last time around, I think. Yep, 202.838 was his lap time. Lap time still coming down, and Durdude's getting closer to Elliott. This is not out of the question. 20 seconds left. Pablo Escobar and Grandeur 10 are coming around the final corners now, and there is Pablo on track. If he goes, I'm not sure what's happened to him actually. He's stopping out on track. Go on to the final lap, for God's sake. But Elliott and Durdude, Pablo now crossing the line. I think he was just wanting to finish this lap actually. So Pablo finishes the lap and finishes the race in 11th place. Elliott however, is defending for his life off Dirty, but both of them running the gravel there, and I think it's advantage Elliott for the win of this race. He's not going to be close enough. Look at experienced small guy in behind as well. Harris are now ahead of Doug, and Elliott running around in the final couple of corners. He is going to win here. Dirty might lose his second place because Expree now is right all over the back of him. Now the podiums are wide open. Elliott turning around in the final corner. He's got the lead at 1.7 seconds. He is going to win here. Dirty is going to hang on to second. Elliott crosses the line to win. Dirty second. Expree in third. Small guy fourth. Very close between these guys. Hair Razor made up a lot of ground late to finish fifth. Doug in sixth as well. Good recovery drive from him after being knocked off. War Beast on his debut here in TFRL. He will pick up a 7th place finish for the American. Very, very nice drive from him. 7-7, the German is now ahead of Billy, who must have made a mistake out on track. 7-7 now is going to pick up that final point. A crucial point for 7-7. Of course, all points count here in TFRL. Billy on his return is going to finish in 9th. I'm not sure if he caused anything. I will go on board. I will have a listen into the Discord chat very soon. Look at the tyres on Billy. Very, very shocked compared to the rest. Look at that. 7-7 tyre management. Much better. Billy across the line in 9th. And Grandjet 10. We've got to wait for him. I think he's just drifting the life out of those tyres now. He's been for plenty of spins, I think, this race. And Grandjet 10 off. And that's a bit of a fail of a drift. Caught live on stream. Grandjet 10 serves up the rest of his penalty. And now we'll come across the line in 10th place very, very shortly. And there he is, crossing the line in 10th. Pablo Escobar, of course, finishing 11th. So, second race over. That's your action for tonight. But Elliott wins, Dirty second, and Expree in third. Let's go into the chat now. Into Discord. With 45 minutes remaining until I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here starts. Let's go in to the chat. And judging by the silence in the chat, I am back. How was that race?
The white cake.
Okay then.
Okay, thanks for
that.
I was looking it up.
Oh, dear me.
To get a penalty, he should be disqualified from every race in the championship.
I've got to say, apologies if Elliot does watch this back at this stream, because I did call him something in the stream, so I'm very sorry in advance. Right. I said so. I said something like it's been run like a dictatorship, but then again, we all have our misunderstandings, and I think it was right to get his brand promoted in.
Alright guys, I'm gonna hit this down. Thank you so much for everything.
No worries.
For racing now. Thanks mate. Cheers. Yeah. James, what were you saying?
I might have called you something in the stream, live on stream. Yes, because obviously you were in the wrong car, and I was saying it was an order and stuff like that. Yeah, just ignore that bit. Just have a look at the action. That's why we've got to.
I'm going to assume that's an apology.
It is an apology. I am sorry in advance. Let's just say that.
Replay, save replay.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that replay for the first race, but I've saved it for race 2. Yeah, that was actually a better week than I was expecting.
It was close.
Very close.
Yeah.
But at the start there, top 5 separated by what I think I had it as 2 seconds, under 2 seconds at one stage. Very close. And we've only got 4 rounds left, of course, now. From
what I gather, Billy was doing some more dirty stuff.
Billy was doing dirty stuff? Well, I didn't catch that on stream, but if he has recorded it...
I can't say I was behind him the time I didn't do any free things this time, so from my standpoint, everything was fine with him. I don't know, I think Doug had some
By
situation.
the moment with him, but it may have been accidental.
Yeah, so I think it was okay this time, so nothing to complain about.
I think we'll let him get the benefit of the doubt on his return into TFRL Porsche Supercup.
He didn't do anything wrong when I was behind him, and I've been behind him for like 5 or 6 laps. So
yeah, he made a mistake ahead of you actually on the penultimate lap, I think it was, and that's why you must got 8th.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could get past him in the final lap, but I actually did one. So thing was, I was approaching the final chicane for the main straight, and I mistook the 50 marker for the 100-yard mark.
Yeah.
And got reset. So I hope that was not on stream.
Don't worry, it wasn't. Don't worry. I was more focused on the battle for the leads and the battle for the podiums. So.
Right.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Right, yeah.
What the hell from our leaders?
Advertisement.
Oh, you are very welcome. You are very
What the
welcome.
hell?
What are you complaining about?
I'm watching the start again.
Well, I did catch your dive bomb. Let's just say that. And I have got to personally shout this out on the stream. I think that was an abominable piece of driving. Absolutely abominable. You know better than that. Why on earth did you think it was right to go?
I literally sensed it, and I didn't mean to hit Will.
It can't have been worse.
But I give up.
No problem, man.
And what was when he finished ILR2?
About 5.
It was one of the funny things I was saying in the background. Oh my god,
10.
here, I'm at the part in the video. And oh my god, all 5 of us were just running down the straight.
Yep, they'll be beautiful for photos, I think. By the way, I will just come on to some housekeeping notices that I've got to get to. Standings. First of all, apologies to the A League and B League guys. I know the standings haven't been coming up in the chats for a couple of weeks. That's my fault. I do apologise. And if you're going to be watching this stream on Rewind, they'll be sent out tomorrow, which might be today, which might be next week. I don't know, but they should be out tomorrow. I'm going to be working on them on my computer. All standings should be updated tomorrow. I know the Porsche Super Cup I will also get done tomorrow as well after tonight's rest.
I brought way too late.
So that's the standings. Next thing that I want to come on to is what's happening next week with B League. A League is going to remain fine. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be coordinating it next week. 7 o'clock UK time. Watch the stream because it'll be live on here. I'll be commentating along with as yet unnamed commentator. And why are we doing catalog? Oh, it's Tractor. Don't need to ask that question. What was I saying?
Not about B-League.
Yeah, A-League will be fine. I'll be there. As yet unnamed commentator will be alongside me. Could be me by myself. But B-League next week. B-League. What?
Asthma.
Oh!
Carry on, as you were.
Carry on.
B-League. But what?
You gonna get your work out?
Yeah.
No, I've got a piece of recorded footage. I didn't realise. Alright, sorry!
Dear me. Yeah, B-League next week. Apologies to Elliot in advance. I will not be there. I will not be there for B-League next week. Because I'm away for 2 days. On business. And I have no clue where I'm going.
It's scary.
But either Will or Small Guy will be hosting the session, and either Will or Small Guy, or actually either Small Guy or Elliot will be hosting the stream next week. I should be in the comments moderating next week, given that we get back in time. but I will return for Porsche Super Cup. If that can be delayed possibly to 7 o'clock next week, that's fine with me, because I should hopefully be back then. Next Sunday, that is. I'm not sure if anybody else wants to add anything, actually.
No, just, good turnout in the end for Porsche Supercup.
Good turn in the end, and to the doubters that might have been watching, we proved you wrong. And I feel like we proved ourselves wrong tonight, because we were seriously thinking of not running this tonight. But we did. We got a less attendance for race 1, but we did get 11 drivers in for race 2. Things are on the up, and they will continue to go up. GT Sport is becoming the vision that I set it out to be, and we are very excited to come to the end of this season, Porsche Super Cup. Don't worry, your GT Sport action will be still kept. GT3s will be back. The full rules and regulations will be released hopefully this week or next weekend. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I can work on stuff next weekend. Lovely. Unless you guys want anything, I'll end the stream here.
Killing is a massive knob.
I'm sending the body incident because it might have had a bit of a knock-on effect from I think that's happened.
Get your word out.
Is it uploaded?
There was just a bit of lag from Monday.
There we are. No, it's the one where I hit into Will.
I know Xbree was going for the corner, and he was down the inside, I've got to say. But I think I caught Hairraiser moving across.
That's it.
Possibly going into you, your car getting knocked to the right-hand side and then coming back across left.
This could be interesting if you're going to blame Hairraiser for that dive bomb, especially when you just admitted on the street that you
I'll take blame.
That you were going to send it.
I take blame for sending it, but I possibly wouldn't have hit him if he wasn't.
Well, send it in to me and me only, because I will review the footage. With me being sole commentator.
The corners, got wide track limits. If I was going to force him off track, he could have done the switch. Because he would have easily done it.
Yeah. I think I'll end the stream here then. We had plenty critters out on track, but there'll be even more critters in half an hour's time, because the start of I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here is in half an hour time. Hopefully people won't be watching that. If you don't know what it is, it's a very big show here in the UK. That's all I'm saying. Holly Willoughby is presenting. That's all I should say.
See you next week.
Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you very much to the viewers for tuning in as well. We had our best ever viewing figure, I think, this week. So good job on that. Thank you very much for watching. Do you guys want to say bye?
No, bye-bye.
No.
Bye.
Disgraceful to whoever said no. You're getting a lifetime ban from the league. Disgraceful. Thank you very much for watching. And until next week for Porsche Super Cup and for A-League and B-League, it is goodbye.